John, what about Psychic Kids? I like the show Psychic Kids, Children of the Paranormal. The kids are helped by older psychics like Chip Coffey, Kim Russo, etc. A therapist is there also to help both the child and the parents deal with what is happening. What's your take on it? Psychic Kids. I'm not sure what the context of her original question is, but let's talk about Psychic Kids. My son told me when he was 6 years old that God is in everything and everyone, and we control the God part inside of us. Beautiful, beautiful statement, right? My son, a little bit older than that, saw a ghost in this house that I'm in. A woman, he said, walked from there to there. He saw her do it, right? The idea is that children who are freshly from the other side, many have the memories, have the connection. They're still vibrating of that, the oneness, and so they're still experiencing a lot of it. A lot of times they lose it. My son, as soon as the hormones kicked in, he lost all that stuff, right? It'll come back to him later, I'm sure, but children themselves are more open. Typically, you look online right now, you can find a channel on children's reincarnation stories. What they say is amazing, right? You can find children who have genius level stuff happening for them when they're a little kid, right? They're connecting to the oneness of everything, the source, everything, everyone, and they tend to lose it the longer they're in the physical realm, physical place here, right? I don't even like using the word realm because it sounds metaphysical. It's as long as they're in this physical experience. That's the best way I'll say it. When I look at shows about helping the kids deal, my only concern about a show like that would be, this is something that I think this family should be dealing with privately, not on the television, because it is a personal thing. Putting on television is just shock jockery. They're just trying to oh my God, this child is this, and the psychics are helping them, and that's I think it's a disservice to the child to make it so public like that. I can tell you from experience that when you see imaginary friends, people make fun of you, people mock you. Doing it that publicly, they're now known for that, right? I like the idea of a therapist because it's someone who can help people deal with it, as long as the therapist isn't so science-minded that they don't accept spirituality. I have a hard time with one of the psychics that you mentioned, because that person is very much, this is the way it is, period, and not very open to them being wrong. I'm a psychic, so I have all the information, and the ego that gets behind it is I think detrimental. The ego out of balance behind it. I want to be very clear about that, because the word ego just means self-awareness. I think the definition of ego is so misinterpreted, and it loses our opportunity to have real discussions about egos out of balance. People use it wrongly, and because it's used wrongly, it's there's an issue. So it's just like, in the past couple of years, we've heard two terms, militia and vigilante. We've talked about the various things. A militia is a group of civilian people organized into a military structure by the military, by the army, in times of war for additional assistance. So a militia is something created by the army. Vigilantes are people who believe that the government is corrupt and needs to be overthrown, and will take matters into their own hands. So the difference between a militia and vigilantes are two different things, and we need to start labeling people appropriately. Off my soapbox now. But it's the same thing with the psychic nature. These kids, we can call them psychics. We can call them all these names, these things to define and declare who they are. But we need to get more accurate. We don't know what they are. We know that they're having an experience, right? And words have meanings. And I think the idea of realizing that they're just closer to the source, they're just closer to that oneness, and I think we need to think about it more simply. And I really do believe that it is potentially harmless to the child to do it on a television show. And that is my belief about that one. So that's my thought. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. See you. Bye. Thank you, my friends, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure that you've subscribed and you like it, you share it, but also comment below it. Let's get this community talking about these topics and spreading this information out far and wide so we can change the world for the better. Thank you.